We are fist pumping to our theme song, and we're back, baby.
Love a good fist pump.
Beat up the beat.
Beat up the beat. Beat up the beat. When I used to beat up the beat at the draft. Alone, smacking the floor.
Yeah, thank you. I needed that. Well, yeah, we would beat up that beat.
Yeah, it would just be you and me, and we would be pounding the floor, and we'd be like, play Rihanna again.
We go full Jersey Shore with it.
Yeah.
Full Pauly D.
It was 2011. It was 2012. It was a different time.
What a time to be alive.
Miss it. Bring it back. Reopen Karma 2023.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a lot of bars closed that we would frequent, and
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I ever made it to Karma. That was in Jersey Shore, but
never been there either. I've only been to the Jersey Shore once, so bring me back to your state.
See, the thing about me is, even though I'm from New Jersey, I wasn't often frequenting the shore. I'm not like a Jersey Shore person, which I know is sacrilegious to a lot of Jersey folk out there.
You're
But
not a shore girl?
no, can't say that I am. But I have been to Seaside Heights, which is where they filmed most of the show.
Okay, you've been there. I mean, that's fine. You're an asshole now, like me.
I mean, I'm going to Atlantic City next weekend.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'll like re-up on my Jerseyness.
You've been traveling. Okay, so let's hear about your recent trip, and you're currently a lobster from it.
I currently have the worst sunburn I think I've had in 25 years.
Yeah, this girl smothers. Like, I've never met anyone who puts like SPF 80 on in as many layers as Jess.
Yeah, I mean, if you know one thing about me, I'm wearing that baby formula all over my body. It needs to be 100 plus. I'm going to go out in my hat. My shoulders are going to be covered. Not the case here.
Well, because you're so smooth and baby smooth.
I'm trying to stay smooth though, and the sun fucking got me. I went to Key West last week, and on Friday, my friends had rented a boat, and we went out. And we had this ridiculous captain. And honestly, it felt like I was on The Bachelor because all the men on the trip were like vying for this old man's attention. And
Wow, they wanted to be captain?
yeah, they were obsessed with Captain Steve. And like my one friend, Matt, we were like, oh, he's number one right now for Bachelor because Captain Steve let him drive the boat a little. We're like, okay, he's in the front running. But then Mike went up to him, and like the captain was sharing cigarettes with Mike. So I was like, oh, Mike's in the front runner. Like Mike's the front runner now for Captain Steve's attention. Like
They
they're
all
besties.
wanted to impress Captain Steve.
Yeah, everyone, all the men only were vying for this old captain's attention and like accolades.
What about the cap? Did they love? Just his whole vibe?
Just his whole Florida vibe. The guy showed up like 15 minutes late to his own boat.
Chilling.
He was, smoking the whole time, showed up with his vodka Gatorade. I was like, this guy is...
Ooh, that's the move. The vodka
guy-
Gatorade.
Like,
That brings me back to times.
and in my head, I'm like, I got to get on his level. Like, I got to adopt this Key West way of life and just go for
Should we
it.
just move to Key West?
At this point, yeah. I mean, except there's a horrible cost of living crisis like there is everywhere.
And like
but-
hurricanes and stuff.
Minor detail. But anyway, so we were out on a sandbar all day. And of course I was...
Were you just flopped right on it, or were you standing there like...
Yeah, I was just like standing in the water in the middle of it, like
Nice.
hanging out, but there's no shade. And our boat had 2 slides, so I kept going up to go off the slides.
Oh my God, what is this, below deck?
And well, needless to say, I'm paying for it now because I got the worst sunburn of my life, and my shoulders are bright red, and I started peeling. Like, it's disgusting.
Well, luckily I can't see it under your Aaliyah sweatshirt.
Yeah, I've covered up for you because I don't want to shed a layer in your home.
I mean, I'd be fine if you did.
I mean, you must really love me because that's absolutely disgusting.
You can leave your skin around my house.
Hey, shed your skin around my house so I can feel closer to you. I'm a creep.
That's like the type of thing I would get excited about.
Yeah, you'll probably pick up my skin shavings later, and I'm going to find a shadow box full of them.
That reminds me of Nick Swartzen. I think it was his character Terry in Reno 911.
An iconic character.
Terry,
Who doesn't
my
love
favorite.
Terry?
When he's like, I'm going to wear your skin to my birthday.
Him and Trudy, love him.
Trudy. I always remember like when I would scream the wrong name. I would always mess up her name and scream to Whitney, I love Trish. And she's like, who the hell's Trish? Oh, you mean Trudy?
Oh my God, never forget when she was dating that serial killer and she had no idea.
That was one of the best. Oh, love it. So yeah, you had a great vacation.
Yeah, but we're both suffering traumas right now. I have my sunburn, and then what was your recent trauma that you experienced?
I was like in my head with dumb body issues shit that
You gotta give it up to God.
I'm like telling myself to chill, and I think I'm dealing with it okay. So I went to something I love, watched a child's dance recital.
Of course, that's one of your number one favorite things to do. You love watching children dance.
I enjoyed it. And at this point, my niece is a teenager. Technically, she's 13 and she's really good and just shining. And I was so excited. So I wore, like, it was a nice day. I wore a dress there, and it was a dress I hadn't worn in a few months. The last time I wore it, I think, was on my honeymoon. It's just like, a peasant style dress, and it has a zipper on the side. And
to be fair, those side zippers, nothing good ever comes from those.
Yeah, it's like, a lot of zippers are just not made well.
Yeah.
Not making excuses, but, so I wore that on my honeymoon, and the zipper got all messed up. And I remember we were in like this little boutique hotel, and the concierge had to fix my zipper for me. And she did it. She nailed it. So I already knew that was faulty. Okay. So months later,
you kind of knew going in that this was going to be a toss up.
I tried on a different dress that was like too fancy anyway, but it had an open back. And I was like, oh God, cause I wore a full open back at my wedding, and I have gained like probably like 10 pounds or something.
No.
And my back was like plunging right out, and I was like, this doesn't look great. I'm gonna change.
I think regardless of how it looks, you just want to feel comfortable.
Yeah, I was like, I feel weird. So I changed into the other one with the zipper. It worked. Gabe zipped it up fine. So, but I had already, like, trying on the other one required like a bustier type of bra thing, like a corset.
It's already
style.
getting too complicated for a child's recital, I gotta tell you. It doesn't need to be like this.
I was too lazy to just like change into my other bra, and I was like, oh well, this doesn't show straps, so this is cool. I have this other layer under the dress. It's like this white like corset thing. So I go to the recital, and I'm hugging everyone, saying hi, like big hugs. Then someone says, oh, what's on the side of your dress? What's up? I was like, oh, Jesus. My whole dress exploded apart.
I mean, sometimes it happens.
The white,
especially hugs.
The white garment was showing, the bustier. And I was like, oh my God. It was so embarrassing, like in a public auditorium.
Whatever. But like, can't you just get to the seat and, make it happen? Like, you're seated for the whole thing.
Then I was going to go out to dinner after.
No one had a sweater or blazer we could throw over.
No.
I've gone out with my side popped out and a blazer on top. Fuck it.
I don't know. So I was like, I got to try to fix this thing. So Gabe's mom is great with tailoring, with sewing, all that shit. So I'm like, can you come to the bathroom? And she was like, okay. And she was like, we were trying to do it before the performance started. Or in the bathroom, it's like, has stalls. We were like, oh God. So we go in the big stall, her and I in the stall together. I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do? We tried to fix the zipper on me. It was not working. So I was like, okay, here I go. Sorry, I'm in my underwear. I pulled my dress off. She fixes it. I'm standing there in my thong and my bustier with my mother-in-law.
Thank God you wore a thong for the child's recital.
It was a tummy tightening thong. So
what the hell does that mean? I imagine that's like a jock strap.
By the way, if you ever need like Spanx or special thongs, I had bought every single item for my wedding to try. I have so many.
I'm well aware. You would give us reviews.
I got Skims. I got Spanx. I got everything.
And who won overall?
I ended up wearing the Spanx thong at my wedding, and it worked great.
Yeah, see? Spanx usually comes out on top. Like, Skims sometimes isn't always cutting it.
I wore Skims like a shorts type of thing under my bridal shower dress, and that worked fine. So anyways, by a miracle, we got the zipper up. Then I had to pull it over my head, which means, my large boobs without ripping it, and the bustier layer. So I was like, oh God, like hoisting one boob at a time. My poor mother-in-law is like, okay, here we go. But it got over my goddamn head, and I wore the dress and it didn't rip. But like, I was, thinking about it the entire time.
No, you gotta cut that thinking out. It won't take you anywhere good. I'm telling you right now.
Yes, I was eating more sugar and carbs and like living a little more.
No, you gotta just, do what you feel, and you can't let the societal pressures of what we're supposed to look like affect you.
I
like
know.
that.
I just like do want to feel comfortable in the clothes I have. So I did a little like healthy eating this week and I feel fine. So
I just got a little ED and now I feel great.
Little tweaks. But that was an interesting experience. Other than that, let's see. Just living that corporate life. I had a presentation that I sat in on on AI, which is a scary topic. And like,
this is going in a direction like what?
I knew you would be like, fuck this, but
because you're always trying to do corporate talk.
Well, long story short, I've been kind of stressed about like not having enough resources and all that shit. But you know what? I'm excited to utilize AI now and just save a lot of damn time. So I'm actually thrilled about it. That's my hot take on AI. Because at first I thought it was terrifying.
Are you thrilled about it until it takes all of our jobs?
For now, yes. So we'll see how it goes. But
anyway, Memes is pro AI. You heard it here first.
I'm down with it.
ChatGPT is her bestie.
I'll be experimenting all next week.
Love it.
So let's just jump into our hot goss.
Yeah, and speaking of, hot bodies out in the world doing what they need to do, our girl Martha is on the cover of this Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue.
At age 80 something.
80 something. We forget the second digit, but we know she's in her 80s and she looks gorgeous. Oh, sweet Lord.
Yep. That'll do. She looks great. I mean, she's a saucy minx.
She's stunning. And her interviews for this have been great. She was like, usually I'm only motivated by money, but this was also great to do. And
this is empowering.
Love you, Martha. Like, yes.
She speaks her truth and she just bears it all. And like, the selfies she's taken.
Her selfies are iconic. She's always doing duck lips and taking horrible the worst photos you've ever seen of food, but you know it's good because Martha Stewart made it.
Yes. Yep. And all you need to know is Martha has approved.
Yeah.
So
her gardening tips. She's an icon.
I'll take any tip she has.
I mean, I have been.
Including, looking fine into your 80s.
Yeah. She's maintaining. She looks great. And she doesn't give a single fuck. I love her
That's
demeanor.
the best thing about her. Just like no fucks given. She's probably like dating a bunch of younger men, just living her life.
As she should.
Yeah.
Or dating no men and just being a rich lady. Like, live your life.
Smoking weed with Snoop.
Hope so. With their little lighter campaign that they do together.
Bringing in the bucks with that thing.
Oh my God. I love them.
So she's breaking records. Love her.
Yeah, she's great. And then, some other stuff was coming out this week, which is also one of our number one ladies. So we have to talk about this, is that even though I hope they wanted to release this information, but we found out Rihanna's baby's name and saw stuff about his birthday.
RZA, which represent a great choice for a name.
Yeah. And then he had a Wu-Tang themed birthday party. Like, this baby's
coolest kid ever.
Yeah, this baby's already so freaking cool. Like, no one can compete.
He's so adorable too.
Literally the cutest baby I've ever seen. And he's always got the biggest smile on his face.
He looks so happy, and ASAP and our girl Riri just adore him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all just really good PR, but to me, I'm bamboozled. They look like the happiest family on planet Earth.
Yep.
I want them to adopt me.
And his birthday party, he had a money cake, didn't he?
He had a money smash cake.
He's my idol.
Yeah, I'm envious of a 1-year-old baby.
Baby better have my money.
I know, which I hope they played that song to him and she sang along to him.
Yeah, so we had to shout that out because it was freaking adorable.
Love him. Want him to be my friend.
Be my child.
Be my baby.
Also, bye-bye to MTV News.
Bye-bye.
What's his name? Kurt Loder. Remember him?
Kurt Loder, but I was more of a Gideon Yago fan. Loved him.
What about Sway?
Sway is okay, but I was like Suchin Pak,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
Gideon Yago.
And then Dave, what's his name?
Dave, this is so annoying that I can't remember his last name, but I know who you're talking about. But was he more of like a VJ? Like, did he fall under the MTV News category?
He did news every so often. I have to look it up.
Yeah, because now I'm annoyed. And he writes for like Esquire or something now. And yeah, I mean, it's sad because MTV News was behind, you know, all of your favorite programming, True Life, number one True Life stan.
And you know, TRL shaped us.
I think, weren't they also behind what was that fan show?
Oh, well, there were a lot of good shows, didn't they? I think
Fanatic.
We had Fanatic. We had Room Raiders.
Room Raiders was not MTV News. Can you get out of here?
Oh, you're talking about specific
that's a news-based program, Room Raiders?
I'm just talking MTV shows.
Next. My favorite
Next.
MTV News program, Next.
Those are my stories.
Okay, so what's his name?
Anyway, Dave Holmes.
There you go. I kept wanting to say Dave Coulier, and that was the only last name that could populate my brain because I'm stupid.
Do you remember Downtown Julie Brown?
Yeah, she has a show on Sirius XM. They all have shows on there now.
She was a pioneer.
But she was also a VJ. Don't think she was MTV News.
Okay. Well, I definitely knew Kurt Loder.
And I do have some inside intel. I mean, someone was, I don't know. A friend of a friend of a friend was saying that Kurt Loder brought their friend home and he has a beautiful apartment. So that made me happy.
Wow, in New York?
Yeah, because I was like, what's Kurt Loder up to these days? Like, I hope he's
Bringing
doing
her
okay.
friend home?
Bringing guys home to his gorgeous apartment. I'm like, do you, Kurt Loder?
He's living
the life. But
so
anyway, with the fall of MTV News, I think, like, you know, media is going through a really tough time, especially with the writer's strike. So my Hess Express for the week is that...
Wait for it.
Super long. Is that Jimmy Fallon is going to stop paying his non-writing staff for his late night show when all the other late night hosts are still paying their staff.
I don't understand what his deal is.
Well, to me, my biggest thing with Jimmy Fallon is like he always acts like like I'm just the nice guy.
Goofy.
Couldn't do anything wrong. And then you always hear kind of stories like this where it's like, okay, but you're not actually that stand-up of a guy because why wouldn't you go to bat for your staff? And like you are very dependent on your writers, Jimmy Fallon, because we know you're not writing shit. And the only way
need them.
Yeah, and the only way he gets through interviews is he just like fake laughs so hard where I'm like nothing is ever that funny. And then like he makes people sing to fill like airtime.
Yeah.
Like it's never conversational based.
That's just it's unfortunate and like kind of reminds me. I was telling you like of Ellen.
Like, you were getting Ellen vibes.
The persona of being so likable and so cool and nice, but then you're actually really mean to your staff and like not that great of a person,
or just like not looking out for them. Like I don't know if Jimmy's like. I mean, I can't speak to who he is as a person, but like why? Like take care of your staff. Like what's that all about?
Yeah, step up.
Yeah, so gross on you.
Yep, that's a good Hess Express. Well, mine's totally different, but
still important and affecting us both
to touch on because, I mean, we talked about how we cannot believe that we'll be attending the Renaissance tour.
Yeah,
our Queen Mother Beyonce,
Queen Mother,
mother. And so like it's out there. The clips of her tour.
And I wish like there was a way you could block topics on TikTok because it's like I do want to see these things, but like I'm getting every video and I'm trying so hard not to ruin it for myself. So
that's my Hess Express is I have mixed feelings because it's like, wow, I'm so excited to see this. It looks incredible and I'm excited to go, you know, to witness it in person. But like I don't want it all given away.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And like, obviously we need to watch because I'm like, I need to get a feel for the crowd. Like, what's the inspo? Mm-hmm. What are we wearing?
Yeah, our outfits, obviously.
Exactly. And it's funny because like, I saw like, you know, she's in that Queen Bee suit. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, it would be really cool to dress up as a bee. But you know, I'm going to look like the blind melon girl. It's not going to translate. I'm not going to be giving...
I'm into that look.
I'm not going to be giving Beyonce. I'm going to be giving like 8-year-old frolicking in the forest.
You might look like you're in a little kid's Halloween costume.
I'm going to look like a child. So I'm still trying to figure out what my final look will be.
Do you remember when I dressed up my previous dog as a bumblebee?
Yeah, it was very cute.
It's such a cute
but
costume.
Also like blind melon. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm worried that's what will happen here. Like I will not be giving Queen Bee. I will be giving...
You could make it work.
No rain. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, that's an inspo, the bee. I mean, everyone's doing the metallic silver and black.
I like that too. And I have a lot of stuff that could work for that. Like the Western or like dance kind of silver and black
vibe.
Yeah. And then I also I could go cyborg, could go full cyborg.
We'll mix it all.
Maybe we should just both go as Sasha Fierce.
What would that look like?
I got to work on it.
We're Sasha Fierce.
I am Sasha Fierce.
I'm debating buying like a full cat suit.
The thing is, you could wear exactly what you wore to your bachelorette.
I know.
And we can, I mean, I'm worried that everyone's going to be wearing the disco cowboy hat, but we could disco up the cowboy hat.
And we wore that same hat to Lady Gaga already.
But it's a great hat. We're getting full use of it.
And it lights up. It's really great. But like, it's in August. It's August 1st. So like, what if I'm in a
hotter than Hades
latex cat suit and I just absolutely pass away?
It's not a cat suit though. It's like,
no, if I buy something new.
Well, that's why I don't get a cat suit. Like you can wear the thing you wore to your bachelorette and we can jazz it up. Yeah, the leontard.
Well, that would be appropriate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Ass out.
Yeah.
At Gillette.
Like with cutoffs over it and like some kind of vest. Westernize it up a bit.
You could do cutoffs if you want.
Because my full ass is out in that thing.
Yeah. I mean, ew.
But I'm excited to dance. And like what I've seen, the clips I've looked at for 1 second, the crowd looks like everyone's so happy. It's good vibes, peace. It doesn't look... Peace? There's like peaceful energy, it seems like. And everyone's just so happy to be there.
I'm really excited that all the venues are going to have gender neutral bathrooms so I can use whatever bathroom I need to. Because that's a big problem in going to these shows is that shows like Beyonce and shows like other artists don't have
lines.
Well, not a lot of men. And it's always like long lines for the women's room. And the men's room is completely empty, which normally I just go in there. I'm like, screw you guys, whatever.
Oh, I always go in the men's room.
But, she's making it easy for us and also sending an important message to everyone.
God love her.
Love her. Hats off.
I salute you.
I salute you.
So yeah, that's the Hess Express. I mean, I'm being fed all the clips, but I'll keep it to a minimum of watch time.
It's so hard though too. Like I do the thing where like I'm swiping and I see it and I get intrigued. So I try to swipe away real quick and then I swipe back and I'm like, I just want to see what she does right here. And then I like try to get it all out
little
here.
Peek.
Just trying to take a little sneak peek because I love her.
And like I was thinking about wig or real hair.
This is also a conundrum we always come across.
Because wigs are also hot. And but like I have pretty thick hair. Like I would like to have like my big hair and maybe have extensions.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're not going to get extensions in August to go to Beyonce.
No, like the cheap clip-on ones from CVS.
I don't think CVS sells extensions, but
or whatever freaking store they're at.
You need like a Sally Beauty.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not a CVS.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
I think if anything, maybe you could do hair gems or you could do hair tinsel.
Tinsel.
Yeah, silver tinsel.
Yeah, I've seen people with cool hair, like gem crowns and like things.
Yeah.
Shellacked onto their head.
I think I'm going to do face gems again.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, 'cause I have a bunch of those still.
I mean, everything from my batch works for this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We will definitely be TikToking our full outfits in August. So
we'll see.
Full coverage of the event also when we attend. I will be sobbing into my phone.
I can't wait for your screaming in the background of the video. She's playing X Factor.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine what else is in store. Well, she'll do her entire discography though.
She has, but I'm also ready for her to cut Halo. I don't need to see Halo. I'm there. If I'm going to Club Renaissance to dance, let's cut some of those ballads out.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of the throwback ballads, but some of them I love.
Yeah. She can do EXO. That one's okay.
Oh,
but like Halo, we're bringing the vibe down. Like, come on.
My friend Lauren, walked down the aisle to an acoustic version of EXO, and it was actually
cute.
really cute.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Anywho,
I guess we'll get into our normal chit chat, and we'll talk about TV that we've been feeling. This is the premiere TV section.
Premiere. And then our high TV is the reality. So we'll save time for that.
That's the top tier.
But Jess and I have been checking out a new show for us that we both enjoy. And we've talked about this boy a few times on the pod.
Boy.
Pete Davidson has Bubkiss on Peacock, and I sure did upgrade my Peacock account so I could watch more than one episode.
Bubkiss on Peacock sounds like an AI generated sentence.
Bubkiss on Peacock?
That didn't even sound real.
But it's, I mean, I kind of want to give away the
first episode. I already know because obviously you're a pervert, so I already know where this is going.
Well, it was reminiscent of my favorite movie, Grandma's Boy.
Of course. An iconic film.
He jizzes on his mom.
Yeah.
By mistake, obviously.
And to jizz on Carmela Soprano, like, woof.
In his basement, living at home, and his mom walks over and he's jizzing while watching.
Jizzing. Wow.
Doing virtual reality, just jizzing on his mother.
Wow. That also felt like an AI generated statement.
Jizzing. But. And then you were saying, like, there's so many good actors.
He got like the best cast to play his family. Like the main reason that drew me into is Joe Pesci plays his grandpa. And if there's one thing you got to know about me is I will watch anything Joe Pesci is in. I love Joe Pesci.
All my favorite films.
And he's of course playing my favorite kind of character, an old curmudgeon who just wants to chain smoke cigarettes and tell everyone they're an asshole.
He's like, I'm dying, but whatever.
That's my dream. My dream character. Would love to be his friend in real life.
They get him a prostitute.
Yeah. And like one of his uncles is played by Brad Garrett. Love him, obviously.
From Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah. And then the other uncle, my icon, Bobby Cannavale. Love him.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's just always great.
And then, his mom's played by Edie Falco. Like, he got it. He got all the New York, Jersey legends to play his family.
And just, like, acting out his life. So, it's good. It's funny.
It was really good. I haven't finished it, but did you get to the episode where it's, like, Fast and Furious themed?
No, I've only watched 3 so far.
It's really good. And they fucking play the stupid song, the Paul Walker song, the Till I See You Again.
Oh, my God. That's great.
It's been a long time without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. And then a car like flies off a bridge.
Oh,
it's Fast and Furious.
There was a song that Bobby, what's his name?
Cannavale
was singing, and I would just watch the episode where they go to the wedding, and he was singing.
That's a really good one.
What's that song?
I don't even know because like that episode is chaotic.
Yeah, it's such a banger though. It's like an old ballad. It's just really funny to watch him belt it.
And I'm obsessed that he makes Wu-Tang like ninja stars in his basement.
He's like, I made a couple weapons. I made Wu-Tang stars.
And like, come check them out anytime you want. Come check them out.
Yep. So that's a great show. I would highly recommend if you have Peacock.
Oh my God. Is Peacock sponsoring you on the DL and I don't know about it?
Sponsored by Peacock.
Sponsored by
Lauren Michaels. AKA I used my brother's Peacock account and upgraded it the other day.
Does he know? Is he aware that you upgraded it?
Well, actually, I think Gabe created a new account, but I texted him like, hey, can like you change your account? And he never responded. So.
I'm so confused though. Cause like, so did you need to upgrade it so more people could watch it?
No, I don't know what it was, but I just didn't have the right package to view more episodes.
I have the most basic Peacock package and I could watch all of them.
Maybe you have to take a look at my TV.
Maybe you got to fix my television while you're here.
While you're here.
Yeah. No, because Peacock's like so cheap too. It's like $5 a month.
Yeah. So, Bupkis it is.
Anyway, on to the more expensive, more expensive app to watch.
HBO,
which I guess we're supposed to start calling Max soon. I'm never going to do that, but all right.
Just Max?
Yeah, they got rid of HBO, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and they just want to be called Max.
That's like a well-known brand.
Exactly.
It's strange.
They're stupid. It's because a bunch of elderly men run television and all their takes are bad.
That's the story. I mean, I won't talk too corporate, but like everything is ruled by old men in a boardroom.
Kick these old men out of here. They're so out of touch. They don't even watch television.
Yeah, what do they even do?
They play golf.
Yeah, exactly.
They golf and talk about which scotch is the best. Like, bore me. I can smell your colon rotting from here.
For some reason, I want to take up golf.
Is it for business reasons? Because I'm so anti-patriarchy that I refuse to play golf.
No, it really isn't. Like, if I don't think anyone invites a woman to have a business talk on the golf course.
Wow.
And that is unfortunate, but that's just not what happens. But like, I just want to do it for fun, like learn a new thing.
I mean, I think if anything, maybe we should lean back into tennis.
Tennis. That's what we can try.
We can do tennis.
So where you live, do they have the tennis court or no?
Yeah, no, the tennis court's out.
With a net?
Yeah, the net's out.
Okay, let's go.
It's because one time, it was locked and then there was no net.
So I'm going to go all the time.
Yeah, we can go. We can also play at the gym.
Or the gym, but that's inside, right?
Yeah.
Get some sun. Put on sunscreen.
Yeah, I need my full linen suit, UPF suit.
Because I'll
protect all my new skin.
I'll take any opportunity to be under the sun because I love those rays.
Oof.
But I've talked about protecting my face now.
Just the face.
Well, and the moles.
Yeah.
I hope I don't jinx myself.
Speaking of your traumas.
So obviously Succession is our favorite show.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end. The end's next week.
I'm sad.
That it's going to be over.
It's going to be completely over.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the app. It was a wild one with the election and just like I got PTSD of when Trump was elected, and it was like, wow, that's an interesting take on like the business behind an election, like the dumb business deals that happen, and that's what really makes candidates come through.
Well, I'm happy that this television show could open your eyes.
Well, yeah, I never really thought about what is going on in business deals behind closed doors during an election.
Well, yeah, that's most of it. That's why lobbyists are hard at work every day.
Yeah, it's gross. But, Shiv was called out.
Shiv does what Shiv does best, which is think she's ahead of the game and then gets exposed and her whole shit gets blown up. That's what always happens to Shiv.
She thought she was being real sly.
Yeah.
She got caught.
And by all people, her spot got blown up by Greg. And she should have offered him money. Like, Greg, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, that was a good move by him. Like, he didn't get money and he gave it away. Mm-hmm. He's making all the moves.
We'll see. I still don't know who's going to come out on top.
I mean... Roman is the worst human being, so that's why he's currently on top, like doing well, and Kendall can't quite hack it.
Well, Kendall is like, he's always kind of had more of a conscience, I feel like, than the other two, only because he's a killer. He has murdered someone before.
That's right. He did kill someone.
He is responsible
for
a death. But then again, I mean, I feel like were any people in that rocket that Roman blew up? Maybe Roman has blood on his hands too.
That's true. I think people died.
I don't know. Were there people on it?
I think so.
It's just, I don't know. It's sad to see that Roman's still like continuing in the same vein as Logan. Like he's not breaking any generational curse or generational trauma. He's just acting the same way as his dad.
Yeah, he has his trauma. He carries his trauma and he traumatizes others.
Yeah, which is awful. But I guess makes him good at business because he's out on top right now.
As Nick Kroll would say, good at business.
Good at business. What about your favorite part of the episode?
Oh my God, I had to talk about this. So there's always like a part where I laugh out loud because obviously Will Ferrell's on the show.
You can tell his influence in this part, I think especially.
And the whatever analyst guy, I don't know his name, but he
something with a D.
Yeah.
Dan.
They had like supermarket sushi that Tom refused to eat and Greg was eating it like I would obviously. And then like the other guy ate he like rubbed wasabi in his eye.
They're Steve Kornacki.
Yeah. And he's like, oh my God, I got wasabi in my eye. And like Greg tries to help, of course. And like for some reason decides to put lemon flavored LaCroix, whatever the fuck it's called, in his eyeballs. And he's like, oh, look, the lemon, really? Like, you had to see it.
It's not lemony. It's a wisp. It's a wisp.
I recommend watching that because it's funnier to watch than hear about it. So it's great.
And Unhinged Tom, when they were like trying to secretly do drugs behind the billboard, he's like, I really need to erase this board right now.
Just do quick coke before the biggest night of your career.
I absolutely love Tom's line too, where he was like, you're going to say the Aztecs are wrong. You're going to be racist. He's yelling at Greg about like judging him for his drug use.
Oh yeah. And like Shiv did walk around insinuating that Tom was going to get fired to everyone in the room. And he was so mad.
That's kind of like her favorite thing to do though. Cause like you have to remember, she's already saved him once. Like he was on the chopping board before and she was like, hey, like anyone but Tom, like save Tom. And like Tom just said a bunch of nasty shit when she finally revealed her pregnancy. So like, yeah.
I mean, they had quite a screaming fit on the balcony.
Their dynamic's really interesting because it's like he was fighting for their relationship, I feel like, and then this last episode he's given up.
Yeah, he's just like he's gone cold.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens. I cannot believe it's the last episode.
Next week's the funeral.
Oh, the funeral, yeah.
Which is crazy too, because this whole season, it's like in real time. Each episode's a day. So it's like the election happened and then the following day is Logan's funeral.
I didn't remember that. That's interesting. Yeah. God love it.
So like, yeah, that screaming match they had was the night before the election because that was the election, pre-election party.
What do you think is going to happen with our boy Alexander Skarsgård and Gojo?
I don't know. I feel like they have a few moves, but like I honestly don't know how it's gonna go.
I got some moves.
Yeah.
It's either acquire them or they're acquired. So
I mean, that's the obvious way it's gonna go. I mean, in terms of how they're gonna get there. It's like, do they release
Shiv does not have moves now.
Yeah, like do they release Matsson's shitty numbers? Like and expose the fact that he's been lying.
The Indian numbers.
Yeah, like which way are they gonna go about it?
Hopefully Kendall figures out some shit.
Kendall can't figure out his ass from his elbow, but good luck to him.
Maybe Greg will figure it out.
Good luck to him. With a belly full of Walgreens sushi, he's going to figure this out.
And his seltzer.
He's probably going to be shitting his pants the whole funeral and like...
Something's going to happen. He's going to like get caught having sex again or some weird shit.
I don't know. I want them to like bring up all the... I don't know. I want like the secrets Greg knows to come out into play.
He knows
because he knows a lot of secrets about everyone,
including Tom.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like Greg has more cards than they think.
Ho ho ho, little Greggy.
Gregory, but we'll see.
It's weird that that's my brother's name.
Well, this is a TV show.
Yeah. Anywho,
well, speaking of fucked up families, trying to really get to the meat and potatoes of this episode and kick off our Bravo shit talk.
It's time.
So, yeah, I mean, in terms of Bravo news this week, we got a little update about one of our old problematic faves. She's not my faves, but I do like that she was hanging out with Lindsay Lohan's dad when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I did not know that.
He's in multiple episodes, girl. Have you not seen when they're at dinner?
I need to rewatch
I think that's
Atlanta.
when, I don't know if it was Nene or Sheree tugs Kim's wig during that episode.
Oh yeah.
And Nene screams, "You're hanging out with Lindsay Lohan's daddy." Anyway, iconic television.
Yeah.
But the news broke this week that Kim and Kroy are getting divorced.
I mean, I actually watched that reality show.
I sure did too, and it was trash. I don't know what I was doing.
What's her daughter's name? Brielle?
Brielle.
That girl got a lot of plastic surgery. She looks a lot older than she is.
I guess it's like within her right, but
no, good for her. But like, she was super pretty before, and now she looks 50.
That's kind of how life goes on the Real Housewives, though. That's kind of like how all those stories play out.
Don't be tardy for the party.
Whoa, whoa.
Don't be tardy for the party.
Whoa.
Fist pumping again. I'm bummed. Like, I actually thought their marriage seemed pretty good. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. But
I mean, like the second Kroy got cut from the NFL, you could tell their funds were drying up. They owe a lot of tax money.
So she needed more funds.
Exactly. And like Kim, as we know on the show, is a shopaholic, gambler. Like she was talking about how like she would go to the casino and she'd blow like tens of thousands of dollars in one night. Like living beyond her means.
She's a gambler?
Big gambler.
Ay.
Anyway, so I mean, good luck to them. They've been fighting all those reports that their house is in foreclosure, and now it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
They kept trying to be like, you don't know my life. You don't know.
Everyone does that. Like the New Jersey folks have done that.
Because like, who wants to admit like, yeah, my house is in foreclosure.
I'm poor.
Or like, hey, I'm behind on my bills, and now it's national news. Like, that's gotta suck.
Help me, I'm poor.
Help me. I have 1 million children.
Well, yeah, best of luck. They do have, they have Ginge kids. They have Ginge twins.
Oh, so you hate their whole family and wish them ill?
This narrative sucks because I think they're...
You say this, but where's that? Let's pull up the evidence.
I think they're cute. I'd be happy if I had Ginge twins. And I'd let you borrow them often.
Why would I just borrow your children?
Just to, gaze at.
Okay, interesting. All right, noted. Noted that I will be allowed to gaze at your children in the future.
Whenever you'd like.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much for allowing me. Such an honor.
You're welcome.
And then you said you're behind on Real Housewives of New Jersey. Have you watched any of it? Do you know anything?
Yeah, I've watched. We talked about the mozzarella, the screaming, the psychic woman reading the coffee thing,
Which is so annoying. I hate when they do that gimmicky stuff.
and then the ex True Life woman
Danielle.
wearing horrible clothing that people make fun of.
But she's great.
But I love her.
Yeah, I love her too.
I thought she's funny.
Yeah.
So what are your takeaways from the latest eps?
Well, it was the finale this week, and I don't know. It's all just like, I'm just so annoyed at the Gorgas still. Like, I'm just over them. So they had this like Irish 1920s party, which ban all parties themed around the 20s on
There's
all
so
Bravo
many.
programming. Like,
Every
get rid of it.
single franchise.
Do they have no ideas? It's kind of funny too, though, like how they keep picking that, like not remembering. Do we not remember how the 20s ended? Like, do we not remember
why
what
is this
happened?
the glory age.
Anyway, so they do like this weird party, and of course, Danielle, because you know she's the one making moves on this show. She's like, I heard a rumor, and I have to tell Melissa, and I have to tell her at this party. So she pulls Melissa aside, and she's like, I heard a rumor. And it's like Marge's friend, Laura, who's like spreading all these rumors. And she's like, I heard a rumor that someone saw you, Melissa, in the backseat of a car making out with this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And Melissa, of course, is like, I already knew this rumor, but I wasn't going to bring it up. And she was saying that like Melissa and Louis had called Joe over their house to like tell him about it. And in like my eyes, I would be like, oh, that's nice. Like she's reaching out to her brother to like let him know off camera what's going on and what's being said about him. This is not how Melissa interpreted that situation. She interpreted it as they invited my husband over to talk shit about me with me not there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And like, so she goes in on Melissa or goes in on Teresa, and they like started fighting. And Melissa's like, this is the reason I didn't want to go to your wedding. And like, but that also doesn't make sense because like Melissa keeps saying she's been upset that her and her family, like that her family wasn't
she
invited.
wanted to go.
Yeah. So like the Gorgas can never get their story straight, and they're trying to blame all of this like on this rumor they heard 6 months ago, but it doesn't make sense with how they've been behaving.
Doesn't seem to add up.
No, it doesn't. So it's weird. It's like a weird scenario.
Like, do you want to go or not?
I don't think they want to go, but it's like, it's just like really weird.
I don't get that. They did not go. And
well, that's the episode next week. Like the finale was this week for the show, and then there's a special about Teresa's wedding next week.
Obviously going to watch the wedding special.
Of course.
I won't miss a wedding.
Especially a Jersey wedding. It's a full event.
The hair is high to the sky.
And so is the tension.
Yeah, their feud is annoying. And like there are rumors that the whole show will be paused because of it.
Yeah, that was like on page 6, but they also say that like Melissa leaks a lot of stuff to page 6, and I'm inclined to believe that because she's thirsty.
She's got the thirst.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck.
I love how you end everything with best of luck.
God bless. Yeah, they're just pretty much annoying. I mean, that's part of the reason. I mean, it's entertaining, but like sometimes the fights just annoy me too much, and that's why I can't take it all the time.
I mean, all these shows are about fighting though.
Well, speaking of good fighting.
Well, this is the real reason we're all here.
This is obviously our finale, as we've been
waiting on bated breath for this episode.
About this for months. This was our Super Bowl, okay?
Yeah.
Our significant others were watching a playoff basketball game, and we simultaneously were watching Vanderpump Rules finale.
Yeah. The more important playoff program.
Because Scandival finally played out.
Yeah.
So I feel for Ariana. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while because it's been public, but actually seeing it, and like, she's super upset. She's super angry, but she was a ride or die for a decade for this ridiculous man.
For this clown.
Yeah. And he and Raquel are just like so dumb, and just like
the DNS word. They're dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like freaking James Kennedy speaking truth.
Well, you're jumping ahead.
But like, that's the first thing that comes to mind is like something he said was, I mean, do you think anyone in Los Angeles will be on your side? No, like you're probably gonna have to move.
That or anyone like nationally will be on your side. But I love how it like opened and Ariana read him to absolute filth. And I love how finally like we have someone who can like eloquently speak their mind, speak their truth. I'm sick of hearing Raquel like stutter over every word and like can't put a thought together. And Ariana just read Tom to absolute filth and was like, you know, regardless of what you're saying our relationship problems are, like your solution was to fuck my friend. Like on what planet do you think that
it's
makes
just so
any
immature
sense?
Yeah, she nailed it. And like I was so proud that she said all of that and he couldn't say anything back, really.
No, he didn't have a leg to stand on. And it was so annoying too when she was talking about the video and he kept like further exposing himself. He was like, oh, you know, normally I would have deleted a video like that, but I was really busy. And that's why I got caught.
I would have deleted it.
You know, normally I delete it, but like I left it open. And then all that shit he was spewing about, like, I don't think Ariana wanted to know. And like, if she wanted to know, she could follow me to Schwartz's house. Like, fuck off, Tom. Like, so your girlfriend's supposed to be stalking you like a fucking private investigator to figure out what you're doing. Like, you can't have any mutual trust between you. Like, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Everything he said was just so dumb and just like cringeworthy.
Yeah. But I loved, obviously, DJ JK, who is going to be my crush of the week as a friend because I love him. He's the number one guy in the group. Because the way he like had all the girlies together and he was like, let's call her right now and like ask her straight up what she was thinking.
I loved everything about that.
Loved him. And like the rumor on the street too is that Tom Sandoval smells like shit 24/7.
I'm sure.
Smells bad. So I love that he was like, really, you're gonna do all this for 40-year-old stinky smelly cock.
I know. Like when you think about it, like he's probably gross.
You can tell. And like when they kept showing scenes of them in Tom Schwartz's apartment, I was like, you know, that apartment reeks like shit. There's not a clean.
Why are they always at Schwartz's?
There's not a clean item of clothing between the two of them. Like you can tell they stink.
Schwartz's clothes are a mess. Just everything he wears.
That's a boy that if he does laundry, it's once every 2 months. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. And I have liked him in the past and be like, oh, Schwartz, whatever. But like, he's real annoying now.
The jig is up.
It's like you're siding more with Sandoval. All you care about is the business.
That's why.
Because it's all you have, unfortunately. And this whole thing is just... you're showing who you are.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, he's just so stupid too that he can't like hide the fact that he's only worried about his business.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so transparent that he only cares about his reputation and his business.
And it's like, Tom, what reputation did you have before this? You guys were still shitty businessmen before this even broke.
Right.
Like, what were we expecting?
A known fact already.
Yeah. Like, it was just annoying.
Also, when Sheena had the one-on-one with Sandoval, she spoke her truth as well.
Yeah. Like Sheena, in my book, got a lot of redemption during that. How when she was like, you know what, we're not friends anymore. Like, see you never.
Like, and that was heartbreaking because he was a friend of hers.
But that's the thing. It's kind of like how Ariana said. It's like when Ariana was like, I got with you and you had nothing. Now you have a little bit of money. You have a girl paying attention to you. You're in a band and now you're going to blow all that up. And not to mention, it's like, yeah, you have a little bit of money. You're in debt because of your bar. Yeah, you're in a band that you pay to play with you.
And sucks.
Yeah, like, and you're manipulating like the easiest manipulated person like in the group, like fucking Bambi-eyed bitch who doesn't even know where she is.
Rachel.
She's sick.
She just made some bad life decisions. And isn't he now in his performances like screaming out, like, I'm not with Raquel?
Yeah, he has like some line about it because they asked Ariana.
That's just an attention whore move.
They asked Ariana about that. She's like, how do you, on Watch What Happens Live, she's like, how do you feel that he changed that? And she's like, he's honestly just doing it for attention. Like, you can tell he does all these things for attention.
And like the clip of Raquel and Tom
that
after
was so awkward.
Well, first of all, she said, I love you.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I said they love you, but I love you too. Like, what?
That was so weird.
And the fact that they like cheers a shot and it's like, what are you cheersing to?
Just drinking away
What are you cheersing to?
I think they both know they made a fucking stupid decision. And
I don't think she does.
Well, it's dawning on her. She was like, well, I have my mom and sister.
And you. And it's like, that's dark. Because this man doesn't care about you. You could tell in that scene too when she's like, like I feel like Raquel has these stars in her eyes, like, yay, we get to be together. And you can kind of tell Tom's like glazed over, like he's already over it. Like the thrill of what they had going on was already gone.
The reality's setting in.
Yeah.
Everyone hates you and you lost someone that was committed to you.
And you look like an absolute fool. Like everyone thought you were a joke already. And now you've given them like no reason to have your back whatsoever.
Now it's not only a fool, but like a horrible person.
Yeah. Oh my God. When he met with Lisa and was having his like fake breakdown,
that
smashing
was so
the windows,
fake.
I was like, this is some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my entire life. And you could tell even Lisa was like, all right, enough.
She was like, settle down.
Sit down.
That was so fake.
That was hurtful to watch. I was like, sir, you're not going to get an Oscar for a performance on a reality show. Like, please sit down.
That was a big eye roll for me.
I just, no, thank you.
So, I mean, it's out there. Ariana's on top. She's making bank. She's in the Uber commercial.
I liked the Uber commercial.
Let's say that's my crush of the week. That commercial.
We could be goat cheese ballin'.
Good as gold.
Good as gold.
I mean, that song sucks, but I enjoyed when they performed it at the parade.
To be fair, that song out of all the Vanderpump songs is one of the better songs.
Better than Tardy for the Party.
That's not a Vanderpump song.
Oh, I thought you meant Bravo songs. Okay. What are the other and Lala's song. What's Lala's song?
Lala's got songs. DJ JK's got songs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know because it just took 2. That was a banger.
Yep.
Who's me? Who's you?
Oh, and
wait. So follow-up questions. Do you think Tom was also having an affair with Billy Lee?
They probably hooked up.
I think they hook up. Yeah.
Like he just wants to get some weird experiences and get a high off of doing whatever the fuck he wants.
I think the high is just like, getting someone to show interest with him.
Some connection.
He gets high off of that and then pursues it too much.
But it's like Ariana would have been into him if he just like was around, and
I think her asks were completely fair. And like, the main reason they weren't connecting too is because he had no time. And this is funny too. It's like, okay, so, but where are you spending all your time? Like your bar's failing. You're not seeing your girlfriend. Like, there's no way you're hanging out with Raquel that much. Like, what are you doing?
Probably doing
band
drugs.
Practice.
Band, drugs, drinking. But I think he's clean now, which at least is good.
I don't know. Ariana's whole thing too. She's like, all I tried to do is get him to stop drinking for 5 days for like a sperm test and he couldn't do it.
And then in another jizz comment in the sperm bank, he's like,
he was so disgusting.
Here's the jizz.
No, he's like, here for my jizz test. And it's like, you're a 40-year-old man.
And even Tom Schwartz was like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, like you're being disgusting.
So big womp for Tom Sandoval.
Ew, don't even say his name.
Yeah, it felt weird to say his full name.
They said that like more stuff's going to be revealed during the reunion. Like, what do you think is going to come out of the woodwork?
3-part reunion. Yeah. I mean, it's next week.
And on your favorite platform, Peacock, you can watch it unedited.
Thanks, Peacock. I was saying I also need to watch Brittany and Jack's show on Peacock, watching them watch the show.
I just saw like the clips of it, and I think like Jax was on some podcast this week like talking shit like he's gonna be back on next season, but they I guess haven't even confirmed who's gonna be on.
I like Jax, honestly. He's funny,
but I don't think being on the show will serve his family unit well. I think he'll go back to being outrageous.
And
he's been behaved.
He'll
allegedly
be like theatrical and be naughty and do something weird to piss Brittany off.
All I keep thinking too is DJ JK. Jax fucked Fife.
Jax fucked Faith.
Jax fucked Faith.
And the crowd went wild.
Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar.
A liar.
I mean, if DJ JK is playing any dates around here, I'm going. The shows look great.
Should we go to what's that fest he was at? Imagine
I think
Festival.
That already happened.
No, I know, but next year.
I'm playing with Cascade.
Yeah, he like promoted him on Instagram, I guess.
Well, I mean, he gave him enough shout outs on the show. Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
I'll totally go and see him. I'm still trying to see Paris DJ though. That's my priority.
She's a mother now, so like the likelihood of that happening is going to be tougher to come by.
Yeah, but I'm down.
And if we see DJ JK, doesn't mean you can't see Paris. Like,
you're seeing music in AC, right?
Yeah, I'm going to a festival of assorted
punk,
pop punk and emo performers.
I'm jealous. You know, I had an emo phase.
When?
I liked Fall Out Boy, like Sugar, we're going down swinging.
That was enough to have a whole
Rufio. You know, in high school, I went through that a little bit. Went to a Green Day concert.
The first wave of emo culture.
Yeah, it was an early one.
2002 to 2000.
Yeah, early 2000s, because we're old as fuck.
Because I'm fucking ancient, but like it was good times.
I loved it. So, well, enjoy that. You're having all the fun. Well, I'll be in my pool because it's opening tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, are you gonna invite me over at all?
Oh, should we discuss this in real time? Should we have a birthday party at the pool?
I didn't know this was on the table. Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let's that.
Because we celebrate our birthday together every year.
And it's like start of summer.
Start of summer. I'm down. Let's do it.
What should the theme be?
Well, I wanted to have the P. Diddy white party.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be great.
So, white party.
So there it is. White party on your actual birthday if you're around.
What day is my birthday fall on?
Saturday.
Sexy Saturday.
So,
Let's pull up the calendar.
And I'm thinking invite everyone, invite your family, invite your friends, have everyone.
I'm free.
Well, I'll put it on the calendar soon.
Yeah, put it on the Google Calendar so it's a fish.
Everyone that's listening is invited. So thanks for listening. Please come to our white party on Jess's birthday, June 24th.
We need to have a good name for it.
Oh, how about...
And also, it feels weird if white people are having a white party.
Yeah, is that like okay to do?
I think you just have to be very careful about your phrasing and advertising.
Yeah, I'll just say it's the P. Diddy party.
P. Diddy.
AKA we're white.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll brainstorm.
Rock Nation brunch.
Let's do a Rock Nation brunch.
We need a string quartet. We don't have budget for a Rock Nation brunch.
Can Tom play? Kat, if you're listening, can your husband
their
play?
Wedding anniversary. Hey, can your husband come
And
play?
she's super pregnant.
A quartet. Her baby's like due then.
That's like her due date.
Hey, like, can you come give birth at my house while your husband plays instruments on your wedding anniversary?
I could play the ukulele. I've been practicing.
You know what? I'll believe it when I see it, because you also told me you could play the Jurassic Park song on recorder, and I've yet to see this.
I have so many things to do. Make a broccoli casserole for you.
Can you do this for the white party?
Yeah.
Have a broccoli casserole, and you greet me by playing the Jurassic Park song on recorder.
Sounds like a plan. So, hope to see you there. Until then, enjoy your life. Love ya.
Love it. Live it. Be it.
Everyone's a princess.
Everyone's a princess.
Bye.